Welcome everyone. Today we are thrilled to have Minali Agarwal, founder of Peplay, here with us. Peplay is transforming the toy industry with its inclusive products for both neurodiverse and neurotypical children. Minali's sponsorship of the Inclusion Fest reflects her commitment to inclusivity. Let's dive into our conversation as we discover Peplay's innovative toys and their impact on children's play experience. Hi, Minali. Welcome to the show. We are so happy to have you here.
Hi, Devanshi. I'm so happy to be here. And I think we have been chatting from so long, and I was looking forward for this session. And let's start.
Yes, definitely. So, Minali, first, I would love to know about this beautiful world of toys you have created for the children. Tell us something about the pep play.
So, Devanshi, Peple, we started with Peple 3 years back, and it was before COVID that we had started the planning of starting a toy brand. And we are into injection and blow molding manufacturing from 30 years, so we are very strong in manufacturing, and we have been exporting chemicals in a lot of countries around, so we were even strong in exports. So being a mother, obviously there's always a what we say, a spark that why you should do a business, why have you started a business like this. So my daughter was 4 years old that time, and since we were good in manufacturing, we thought why not we invest in something where I'm spending more time with my daughter. So I was working with Accenture before that. I'm a electronics and communication engineer and joined Accenture just after my college. So I was working with Accenture for 12 years, and I always thought that when I'm working, I was not giving that much time to her, although she was very young that time. But I was very clear that I have to do something where, indirectly, directly, my child is involved. And toy is something I think is the best combination where your child is always involved. So when she was 4, now she is almost 8. In last 3 years we have been like constantly connecting with her to understand what children of her age need and what kind of products are missing in the market. And all her friends are my target audience. They just come and do the testing of all the products, and it's a very friendly environment that we have at home. So it's a perfect combination of work life balance that we are having right now. So that's how, the peple, the idea of peple born, that we need to do something where my child is also involved. So she being a smallest entrepreneur in our family, giving ideas, mommy, let's do this, and this is not working, I don't like this, nobody will like it, don't do it. So she just reject the idea at a very zero initial stages, and her excitement gives me excitement that okay, if she's excited, many children will be excited. So yeah.
Definitely. So, your daughter has been the inspiration, and that's
uh,
wonderful.
and I think she's not just the inspiration, she is even totally involved in the business. So uh, she's just not inspiring me to start it, but she's involved in it. So that's the different story altogether, that my child is also involved. So she feels that ownership when she tells that Peple is ours. She never says that my mama runs a company. She said we run a company.
She's also a part of it with her ideas and inclusion,
Yeah, yeah.
everything. It's brilliant. So, Minali, what kind of changes do you see in the toys industry now? Like, if you say, let's say 10 years back, and how it's evolving now?
So I would say Indian toy industry has evolved like more than 200 times. If you will compare it 10 years back, till 10 years back, India was just doing small plastic toys, the holy toys, the normal toys without any educational values. But in last 10 years, people uh, got so much awareness that toys play such an important role in the development of child. I mean, even more than studies, toys are the first, first thing that a child holds, and every toy has a educational value. So now, if you will see every toy manufacturer who is there in India, they are bringing toy with a value which helps child to grow. And a lot of educational toy brands have come up, and they are doing really good. I would not say just Peple is doing good, but everybody, the overall environment which has been created in the toy industry is really commendable. And we just came back last week from Germany. We were among the few exhibitors who are doing from India. But when we went 5 4 years back, I mean, the number of exhibitors were much less. So the government policies and the overall awareness of the good educational toys among the parents are increasing, and so are the offerings. And I would really appreciate how government have made sure that the Chinese toys are banned. They are just allowing the quality toys to become, entering India. And that helped everybody to, think about how we can do it in India. India being the most populous country could sound a negative point to everybody that India's population has increased so much, but I feel that is the strength of India, that we have so many people and we can create things. And you don't have to go outside India to sell the products. India itself is a very strong country right now. And trust me, when I went to Germany, I could feel that people were like looking upon India, that India is the next superpower. So yeah.
Definitely. Personally, I have seen your toys, especially the space toys where they have sticker activities, or, the kind of toys where they have to do coloring and all. And I have seen, how beautifully children are engaged in doing such activities. And they don't need any assistance also while doing it. They are doing it on their own. So
Yes.
I would love to know more on that part. How do you design and how do you develop these toys?
So, as I said, that we started the seed of Peple before COVID, but the main processing of the brand started during the COVID time. And that was the pain time when every parent was going through, because the child was at home. Parents were at home. They had to do their home office work also. They had to do the home chores also. And that was the period when parents were looking for independently engaging toys, where a child is doing everything by their own, because they were already so much, they were spending time with their children too much, that they wanted some time for themselves. And even, independently engaged toys, they incur a lot of confidence, a self confidence in children. So when we develop any toys, we make sure that uh, it has the value where a child is able to sit for a longer time. And like for board games are very interesting, but board games cannot be played single handedly. At least 2 to 4 people are needed. But with the nuclear family setup these days, it is not possible to always have a company to play any game. So that's how we keep in focus, like, our goal is that our product should look good when a child is doing it, because that make them do it for the longer time. If the product results are coming good, it will give them the confidence, okay, this is something which is looking good, I have to complete it. So that gives them a goal to complete it. So that is one thing that we keep in mind. Second, we keep in mind that the product should not be very tough, because when a child is doing, every time it should not be challenging, but in that same time it is not very easy, that makes them feel very boring, that, oh, it's very, very easy, and it just happens in like 10 minutes, then also it will not make them, hooked to that product. So we put challenges in such a way that it looks easy to them, but on the same times it is making them learn something. So we have these sticker puzzles where there are stickers. So stickers is something which we have observed that every child loves. But puzzles, sometimes children love, not love. To mix the puzzle and stickers was a very brilliant idea that we had done. So a child loves to search the numbers, and they have to match the different shapes so that they are able to put it. And together, when the whole scene comes out, it looks so beautiful. So they feel, oh wow, I did that. And with Peple, the best thing is that every child goes to the parents and say, I want one more, which is very indifferent, because usually children we are done with it, now we are going to play. And with this we have got so many comments with the parents, and they're saying, we try to keep that product and we have to hide it because they just want to play, keep on doing the things like that. So you have to create more content like this. Okay. So that
Yeah.
is,
And definitely, Manali, not just children, even I played these things with my son, with my students.
yeah. I mean, that is one feeling which makes children feel good about themselves. And they are just little creatures, and they want lot of appreciation. I mean, we have recently launched this affirmation cape, which talks about that whoever you are, whatever you are the best. So with the current situations where parents are just running behind to have a perfect child, there's nothing called perfect. So the cape that we have recently launched talks about that I am beautiful. Whatever you are beautiful. You don't have to see the color of the child, or the if it is he if the child is thin or a fat or something. Whatever you are beautiful. So once the child look upon themselves as a confident child, everything falls in place. Everything falls in place. So when we create the products, we have that goal that every child should think good about themselves, that we can do it, this is our creation. So that is how it is.
Yes. Minali, what advice would you like to give to the parents who sometimes find it difficult to select toys for their children, or even when they have to gift it to someone because children's interest would be different. Sometimes it could be age appropriate, or some children may like it, some may not like it. So, what advice would you like to give it? How to choose toys for the children?
So I feel that choosing the toy, sometimes parents make the decision on the basis of their choices. They should not do that. I know parents, when we had launched unicorn sticker puzzles and circus sticker puzzles. Few people came that my son will never play with unicorn. He is a boy.
Mhm.
Who said that? Even boys will love the pink colors. They will also like the unicorns. But parents have their perception that he's a boy. They will only like football or cricket and cars. And my daughter will only like Barbie or unicorns. This is not a perception of a child, but a perception of a parent, that that we make in the mind. So parents have to stop doing those kind of decision in their mind, and give all the options to children and let them explore. You never know that they might like it. So they need to buy every kind of products which they see, which their child have not used, and let them explore. You will never know until a child will use it. That is what I feel. And I would not say that this type of toy is good or that type of toys is good. All the toys have different kind of offerings. I think exploring is important. That is one thing. And keeping a perception of this is for boys and this is for girls has to change, because everything is for everyone. All the colors are gender neutral. Pink is not for girls and blue is not for boys only. So that has to change universally. That is what I feel. And also, I think these days educational toys is something which is trending, where if directly or indirectly a child is learning while playing, it is the best thing that we can do. So learning through play is the thing.
Definitely. Minali, you have been really wonderful. You sponsored Inclusion Fest, and children love toys sponsored by Pep Play. So, would love to know, like, what inspired you to do the sponsorship, and at the same time, what would you like to say about the toys for the children who are neurodiverse? Do you have such collection for these children as well?
So first of all, I was very happy to do that. Not because it was for the good cause, but I wanted to tell people that there is nothing like special toys for neurodiverse children. Neurodiverse children are like a normal children, and like my child, she needs confidence. Neurodiverse children also need extra confidence. They need confidence to feel good about themselves. It's about the affirmation which I was talking about. And in affirmation, the most important affirmation is about feeling good about yourself, and that can come when you do things, small things, like even your, uh, writing B and not D. My daughter, she still write B and D, and then she say, "Oh God, again I make the same mistake." So the moment she is writing the whole paragraph without making B and D mistake, she feels good about herself. That okay, I did it well. And our toys, our toys base is that we want the children to feel good about themselves. And the ultimate goal of our toys is to make them feel confident that this is something which they have done. And velvet card, for example, which we gave as a giveaway, is a perfect example because that is a spool proof coloring product. So few primary school teachers says that children not coloring within the line is okay, they will learn. But that I also agree, but sometimes to make them feel that when they are doing just scribbling, still the result is coming good, they feel so good. Oh wow, I did it, I can do good. Because when they are small, they don't do good things, and that makes some children feels that I did so dirty, I don't want to do it again, and they don't try doing coloring. They just say that I hate coloring, I don't want to do coloring. But with velvet cards, when they do coloring, the colors never go out because they go in the velvet part, and they feel so good about it. I have never heard from any parent where a child is not saying that I want to put this on my wall. And see the pleasure of seeing you know, our own creation on the wall make us feel so good. Even today, if you will do a painting and if it turns out good, you will say that I want to frame this, I want to put it. So that is the feeling that every child should get. And when we sent out these gifts to the neurodiverse children, they just loved it because they have an extra energy in them. When they do the coloring, they can't control their emotions, and when they're doing this and still the color is coming good, it made them so happy, and it made me so happy that okay, I'm doing something which is really, making a difference. And it's a pleasure which I can't define in words. I'm not very good in words, but but it was such a good thing that I thought that we have created. And not only velvet cards, but we have more products like that which will help them to to mentally grow and feel good about themselves.
Definitely, Minali. One thing I loved about Peple's toys are they are not just the thing which you play and keep aside, but after completing the task, it is kind of a precious possession which you can keep somewhere, and you'll feel proud that I have created this one. So
Yeah.
this is really, really beautiful thing.
And also we are into more sustainable toys. We choose our products, the raw material, in a very sustainable way. We have these reusable coloring mats, we have a big series of that. Even in that, when the ink that we have used and the fonts, the thickness we have used in that, also when a child is coloring, the results will be good always. And it is 100% reusable, so that child can use it for the longer time. Even in schools, if we are giving it, multiple children can use the same mat, so we're saving a lot of paper. And it also helps to make children learn that how they can reuse their existing toys, because till now coloring was always one time, one
Yeah.
page done, finish. So in that way we are teaching children how to save energy and how to reuse the existing toys.
Yeah, our not that different co-founder and inclusion activist Mugdha Kalra always talks about the toys which could be there for both the type of children, neurodiverse and neurotypical, like
Yeah.
neutral toys which can be used for everyone. So, would you like to say something more on that, like how this kind of toys could be created and how they can be used among the children?
So, I mean, Mugdha has used our toys. So, her son really loves what we have created. And I think like, uh, like step by step coloring drawing books. So, it gives a children way how they can actually reach to the final point. So, it's like instructional based learning. Even the sticker puzzles where we are telling children to, like, they have to create the whole puzzle, and we have marked the numbers and they have to choose number by number. Like in normal puzzle there is no numbering, so they have to find the puzzle pieces from the lot. It is very difficult for a neurodiverse child to put so much pressure on their mind and to find it, although many children are doing the puzzles and they love it. But here in sticker puzzles, they have to just recognize the numbers and they have to find the right number. So it gives them instructional wise learning and playing, which I think really helps. We also have color by number books, which help a child that, okay, number five is red color. So they will find all the five numbers and do the red colors. And then, like that, every number have the color code. So I really think that it is really helping them to finish the task and to reach to the end point. It, usually what happens that a child starts playing, but in the middle of the playtime they get bored and the task is always incomplete. But
Right.
we make sure that it is simple in a way, but a complicated thing can be break down in such a way that child is motivated to finish it till the end, and once they are done they feel really good about it. So that is how we are, creating the toys, and that is how our toys fit all children. I would not say normal children, not normal children, neurodiverse children. It is for everyone, and everyone will benefit from that.
So that's really a beautiful thing about the toys created by Peple. And Minali, what's the trend in the market now? Like you said that you have unique kind of the toys and the unique categories in your toys and everything. So how's the toy market in India? If you see it now, is other people are there who are offering similar toys, or are there any toys which they are thinking, which particularly to help children's mind development and all?
I mean, there are many brands. I would not say that they are not. There are many brands. They are coming in India, and everybody is offering different kind of toys. Peple is specifically doing learning toys and creative. So we have merged the learning and creativity together. And other brands are also doing. I mean, Imagimake is making a lot of toys related to maps and geography. There's Smartivity, which is helping children to make DIY and make the real time product. So there are many brands, they are doing different, and they are doing beautifully, and children of different interests can choose whatever products they want to do.
So Minali, what can we expect next from the Peple toys? Like, what are the other new things you are bringing to the market?
So we have recently launched this series of capes where a child can be their own superhero. They don't have to look upon to others to become a superhero. So in those capes, they can do the coloring. They are 100% washable. They can do multiple times coloring, and they can be customized. So it makes them feel that, okay, this is my cape. So I'm not wearing the Batman cape or superhero cape. It is my cape, and that is one product which has got a lot of popularity in Germany as well. Many people love that product. And we are working on a range of terracotta products also, because terracotta is a Indian art.
Hmm.
And till now, the world toy industry has been dominated by Chinese brands. So Chinese brands are more on ceramic and bone china, that is being done from China. But India is strong in terracotta. India is strong in jute. So we are planning to bring all Indian roots into the toy industry in the global market, so that people can recognize Indian toy as as it is, you know.
And maybe even Indian characters too.
Yeah. That also is in the radar. We want to create an educational toy brand with the creativity in place. So we are focusing right now more on the creativity of India. We have so much culture and creativity and resources in India. So we will be focusing more on that, and want to give the exposure to children so that they can value our resources. So right now we are focusing on terracotta. Probably next will be jute.
Wow, Minali, it was amazing to know about all the new ideas and all that you have for your upcoming toys and all. And at the same time, we have seen how children are enjoying the toys and how they are getting involved while playing it. So you're doing a fantastic work, and thank you so much for sharing all the ideas with us. I'm sure that children will enjoy playing with all the pep play toys that you are bringing to the market, and we have already seen how much happy they have feel about their precious positions and all. So thank you so much for joining us here today and sharing all the details with us.
Thank you, Devanshi. I mean, it was a pleasure knowing Mugda, Nidhi, and now you. And you guys are doing such a fabulous job. And I'm so happy to be associated with you. And we are looking forward to be connected in more ways, so that we can reach to more and more children, and start the bloom of confidence, that the children think good about themselves. That's our motto, that they have to discover playful learning and think and value themselves more than looking upon to the others.
That's a brilliant message that you have shared, and definitely that's how the world should work, and that's how the toys and the other industry should work for children.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Minali. It was wonderful talking to you.